welcome back to Cool Times Podcast. We talk all things cool about the cold storage construction industry. To my right is the beautiful co-host, Miss Jenna.
I forgot an adjective for you. I'm sorry.
I am your other uglier host, Vince Free. I appreciate you. And we have an amazing guest today.
You sure
Awesome podcast. We've been trying to get this cat on for quite a while. He's a busy man. But
so long.
it actually worked itself out. We were able to bring our guy in-house here.
Yes.
Yes.
A couple quick updates before we hop into the official introduction of our amazing guest.
Mm-hmm.
First off, Jen and I want to say thank you all for listening and supporting the podcast.
Thank you guys so much.
It's been an incredible year. We do have one more show coming up at the end of the year. Jen and I are going to do a one-on-one recap covering all things industry updates, conference, trade show, drama, which I'm sure y'all want to listen to, and I'm sure you want to listen to. And then just kind of talk about 2026, what that looks like, have some market analysis to talk about, and talk about the amazing sponsors that we have for 2025 going into 2026. And thank you all. Again, your sponsors are amazing. We appreciate you and love you, and
couldn't do it without you.
your support makes it happen.
Absolutely.
So we do have a good one today. This guy is coming all the way from Utah, but the company's actually out of Michigan.
It is.
Let's see here. He's tall, he's attractive, big flow hair. I'm just kidding.
And the attractive.
That's right.
And the tall. Well,
That's right.
tallish.
Very
That's right.
tall. Taller than Vince.
This
Yeah.
gentleman is the VP of business. Hey now. This gentleman is the VP of Business Development, Warehouse, and Distribution. Mission critical.
At BC
I feel like I need
Construction
to
Group.
I feel there you go at BC Construction Group, and I feel like we need it like mission critical 007, Mr. Matthew Brower. Matt Brower, welcome.
Thank you. It's an absolute pleasure to be with you fine people. I'm going to just say this right now, and I say this every time I see you guys. I'm so proud of what you guys have done and what you've accomplished, and just seeing your success. Big little Vince heart here that he always throws out there. So
That's right. Well, hey, we don't exist
Right
without
back at you.
without partners and folks like you guys.
We don't.
Industry's been extremely special to us, so
Yeah.
y'all become very close friends and family to us. So thank you.
I'm glad to be a part of the industry, and thank you so much for having me here. We have been trying to do this for a while, so
That's right.
not for a lack of desire on either side. That's my assumption, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad we finally got the stars to align at the right time.
Timing is everything.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
In fact, you introduced us to your favorite beverage. And I said, hey, you want a coffee? And you're like, no, man, I don't drink coffee. I go, what do you drink? He goes, energy drink. What kind? And I'm, Monster?
Yep.
These guys right here?
Not just any. It's got to be the white. 'Cause
Gotta
it's
be the
less,
white.
no sugar, right?
Yeah, no sugar.
Zero
It's
ultra.
It's not
Sure.
crammed with caffeine. It's just enough
Just a
to.
little bit. Just a little
So
bump.
you stayed at our house one time when you were in town, and we bought a couple of these and left them upstairs in the fridge by your room, and you left one in the fridge. And Jenna goes, I was going to bring that to this podcast, but it was gone. Someone must have drank it. I go, yeah, I drank it. I drank like a third of it, and my chest started to like start throbbing. I'm like, this isn't good. So I had to like throw it out. And I drink a lot of coffee.
You do.
If people that know me, like if I was a cartoon character or like if someone made an action figure of me, it'd be like I would have a cup of coffee in my hand. I feel that way.
You would.
Well, some people drive like cars and they put diesel in them, or they put unleaded.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need jet fuel. They're just that high efficiency of a machine. They've got to have jet fuel.
Oh boy. Oh no, this is not good.
Hey,
Cheers.
So I'm gonna pop this bad boy and have a on-camera heart attack. So, cheers.
Hopefully, Jenna knows CPR because I'm not putting my lips on that if that
I'll
happens.
just keep my phone right here so when I have to call 911, it's just right here.
No, and again, it shows the hospitality. You guys thought of me. You know, I didn't drink the alcoholic beverage, so you guys took care of me. And the hospitality is beyond incredible. And I think that, to me, is a big part of why I love this industry, the people, right? And the way,
That's right.
the friendships that are created and the bonds. And it is very tight-knit. And I have been fortunate enough in the last couple of years to really get into that. Hopefully part of that club.
That's right.
But it's really the people. So
Yeah.
it makes it what it is.
It is a club.
We talk about it all the
It
time.
is a club.
It's a club.
Some may call it club freaks.
I don't think
I do.
you do. We're all aware of it. No, but that is so true, and I think I don't know that there's a guest that has been on this show that has not echoed that.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand. Like, it's hard. It would be hard to leave this industry because of the people. I just think that people are so, for the most part, so great.
Yeah. And as he alluded in the introduction, warehouse and distribution, mission critical data centers, that kind of stuff. Over my career, I've been involved with several industries,
Yes.
and this is a unique industry,
Yeah.
right? It is smaller. You go to these conferences and events, and it's not this 1,500 person thing. It's growing,
Mm-hmm.
but even within that, you'll find that there's a lot of people. I'm not one that's been in the industry for 20 years in the cold space like a lot of people, and I haven't had that fortune yet. I'm getting there, but no, it's the people that create the network that we have.
Yeah.
So
Well, you are. I mean, you have 20 plus years of experience just being in construction.
right.
What's cool is that when you were a free agent, you went to a company that's like, hey, we're getting in cold and we gotta snatch up our guy Matt, and so you landed at BC.
Mm-hmm.
I just read that BC Construction Group was honored as one of Michigan's 50 companies to watch in 2019, and I'm starting to see more and more visibility of them. That company is growing, and I'm sure you're a big part of their success and future success.
Yeah. Tell us what's going on at BC Construction.
Yeah. Glad to be a part of the team. They've been around for a while. The previous leadership wasn't really like, hey, we want to become this big massive company. They wanted to keep it manageable.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past few years, the leadership said, hey, at some point I want to step down. So they brought in a new president, and he said, hey, we got to take this company and grow it. We got to create value for our company.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of that was doing a buyout of the ownership and going to an ESOP. So now you've got an employee-owned company, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They want to grow and
Yeah.
to create value for the employees. And you guys know as business owners how important that is to take care of your team and provide
100%.
opportunity for them.
Absolutely.
And in order to do that, you've got to go grow the company. You've got to create the revenue and the growth. And so they took this phenomenal resume that they already had, the relationships they already had, said, how can we make this better? How can
That's
we
right.
replicate this in other places? And I've been fortunate enough. I had some previous employers that were phenomenal. I used to work for a steel company that we did a lot of big aviation and cold storage and metal panels.
Mm-hmm.
We did healthcare and a lot of different and data centers, a lot of different industries. And that kind of exposed me to a national market. What's out there? Who are the companies? Who are the players? And I parlays into I worked for Leighton Construction, and great company. A lot of growth there, good company. They had a great resume as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so taking that experience and the knowledge from my previous career positions to bring it to BCCG is, hey, let's go take what we already have and now just get that message in front of other people. And it seemed like a really great fit for me to be able to do that. And BC is really set up to travel. And from day one, they were always a traveling company. They were never a, hey, let's build in Michigan and see what happens from there. They've always been designed to get in with an end user, build for them, and follow them wherever they go. We're headquartered there, but our team is nationwide.
Okay.
Obviously, I live in Utah.
Yeah.
I've got teams in the Carolinas. We have an office in Charlotte. We also have employees in Ohio and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. So just a lot of diversity from backgrounds of where the people come from. So growing company, just excited to get our name out there. We are in the cold space.
Amazing.
We're doing some work for some 3PLs that people may recognize, and that just continues to grow. So we're not new to the space, but we're newer.
Okay.
And just really want to parlay that experience into taking care of people.
That's right.
So
And I know a lot of companies that don't participate in the GCCAs and the CEBAs and the ICONs and other things like that. They do a lot of cold storage construction work as well. Is one of your focuses is to get BCCG to some of these conferences and start
Definitely.
exposing them to the cold storage crowd?
Yep,
that
definitely.
family?
So within the first couple of months of joining BC, we actually we became members of CEBA.
Awesome.
And now the next step is how can we get involved? Because
Yeah.
it's one thing to say, yeah, we're members of CEBA, or hey, we're part of GCCA.
Yeah.
It's nice to put on the website, but
Of course.
really where you have the most impact is getting on a committee, getting on a board,
Yes.
helping the industry get better, helping the industry
That's
grow, And, you know, early when I was, years ago, I sound old, back in my 20s,
Yeah, back in the day.
back when I had a hair,
Back when
I was involved with Weber State's construction management program. That's a university there in Ogden. And they had an industry advisory board that I was a part of. And we made a big impact by going to the high schools and saying, hey, construction is a great industry. Here's how much money you can make in the space. Stop telling kids they can only be lawyers and doctors.
Right.
Show them this other career path where people like to work, and had an impact. But if we hadn't have taken the time to develop the committees and put a plan together, that would have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And so with CEBA and different organizations, you've got to be involved, got to be active in order to enhance our industry, because at some point our tradespeople are going to get old and we've got to replace the workers. We've got to train them. We've got to have high quality buildings, and that takes training the people,
absolutely.
right? So yes, the plan is get more involved with that. We went to the inaugural ICON conference and have been every year since, and find that to be a really good event as well. Every event has different targets, whether,
Yes.
you know, some are more based for the subs, some are more based for the end users, some are more focused on developers, and they all have their pros and cons. We really like the ICON one internally. Just we feel like that's a good one because it allows you know, some of the developers that maybe have great land positions or ability to provide a building for an end user that they just don't know the cold space, and we can marry some relationships up there to where you're solving a problem for a client. That's ultimately what we want to do as companies, is solve problems.
That's where the
Right.
value comes, right? When you're alleviating problems for people, they remember that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Or if you create a problem
Oh, they're
and
gonna
don't
remember
solve
that
it,
too.
they remember that too.
They remember that too.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the cold storage space exactly now?
You know, I'm one of those newbies. One of the first projects I ever did at Layton was a big cold storage job. And so it was probably 2022, so about 3 years.
Awesome.
That's great.
And, you know, it was as I was doing market research at the time and seeing the growth that was happening, I took the approach of let's research, see if we have an opportunity here. And we had a resume, and I say we, Layton, right? And was able to connect with a couple different people at a CEBA event and learn quickly there is a group of people that you've got to get to know, and this is, the GCs are great,
Yeah.
but the subs are critical in this space. And I took the approach of we need to build a team. And fast forward to today, and I think that was a big part of how personally I think I was able to find success in this space, was you got to have a good team.
Yeah.
And we took invested a lot of time, not only in the end users and the clients, but understanding who are the people that can be trusted, who are the
Yes.
people that these end users like and operate. And I kept hearing this name, Freeze Construction.
We'll Venmo you later.
But no, I sincerely mean that. And it was something like, okay, I got to get to know these people and what they're about, and instantly realized why you guys have such a good reputation. It's Dan Costello. No, just kidding. Sorry.
It totally is. It's all Dan. He's the best.
No, it's the entire team, right? It's everybody here. You guys done such a good job of hiring culture, training them in what you do, and making a trusting relationship with your operators that recommend you guys to us contractors, right? And you don't see that a ton. And if somebody's really good and an owner saying you need to use them, that's usually a good sign. So that's where a lot of it started, was kind of connecting with you guys. And there's some other players, you know, Alta's a big, very good.
Absolutely.
Frick's Flooring, good reputation. There's so many good companies out there.
There
And
are.
I think it was just, for us, is understanding, you know, how can we help them be successful? And it's just, in return, help us be successful.
Well, I just think that there's this mutual goal, and when you can partner with people who understand that there's a mutual goal we're all trying to reach, and we just get in there and we help solve each other's problems. We help pick up the slack if something's, you know, missing. We fix things before maybe even a partner even knows that there was an issue, right? Because that's just how we do our business, and how we want people to be able to know that they can depend and rely on us. It's because of that mutual goal, right?
Yeah.
We're all after that same thing, and as long as we keep our eyes on that, and we don't, I see so often where people are like pointing fingers, like this is on you or this, and it's like, that's great. Like we can do that, but also that gets us further away from our mutual goal.
Right.
So
It's really beneficial to have your wife, but also business owner, partner, have a master's degree in psychology.
To help us dumb contractors understand how things work.
When you have an
Yeah.
office full of 15 different personalities, and then you add 120, 150, whatever, how many field people, dude, at the end of the day, we got ourselves a Wendy. It's good.
Yeah.
For millions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps, dude. It helps to have her. So she's a huge part of the culture, and like, she's such a safe landing place for people in the office. Like, hey, this came up. How do I handle that, right?
Mhm.
And her opinions are valued not only because she's an owner, but because she has so much experience and she's so talented at that, and she has a way to come across the right way every time.
Yeah.
And it's very cool.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
So
real
nice.
quick question.
I got you.
How many perfect jobs have you guys been to?
Perfect jobs.
Like you go to a job site and the job is
Zero.
perfect.
0.
Oh man, all my
I've been to
GCs
0.
build perfect jobs. Man.
There it is.
You
Yes.
can't do that to me. They're all perfect.
No.
No, dude,
They end perfectly.
it's how you finish, by the way.
Exactly.
There we go.
It's how you finish a job, and you see issues and problems all the time in the field, and you have to look at those and be like, that's not a problem, that's a solution. We can come up with something like that. Now at the end of the day, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make them drink it, aka like a lot of times we have to say, well, you are the engineer of record. You actually technically need to tell us how you want us to deal with that.
Here's what we suggest.
Here's what I suggest verbally. Don't record me, and I'm not going to put it in an email. But I would maybe do it like that, and then you just send me an email and let me know what you want me to do.
Well, and honestly, in what we do, like it's a risky job.
Yes.
Millions of dollars on the line all the time. People's livelihood. They're up on
Yes.
forklifts and they're on
Yes.
scissor lifts and they're doing things constantly to put themselves at risk. And so our job as contractors and business owners is to mitigate that risk,
Mhm.
right? And unfortunately, we deal with humans
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Mhm.
Some things aren't perfect. Nothing's ever perfect.
No.
But what you said, it's differentiated. It's, hey, I can sit here and throw my hands up in the air and all day long and say, hey,
That's right.
sorry, this is your problem. I'm walking away.
That's right.
Or, hey, ultimately it's your call, Mr. Engineer. It's your license or whatever that's on the line. But I think the differentiators between the good companies, the great companies, are the ones that bring attention to the issues early,
Yeah.
bring a solution,
Mhm.
not just, hey, here's a problem. What do you want to do?
Right.
It's, hey, here's a problem. Here's how we would recommend doing it. Here's A, B, and C.
Mhm.
What would you guys like to do? We would say B, but your guys' call,
That's right.
right? And being a problem solver, and that's how you add value, and that's what separates the good from the great.
That's so true. Now it's so cool that you guys are in ESOP. That's such a huge culture builder. Circle back to culture.
Yeah.
So you guys already have. I mean, BC already has that ESOP culture. So that means everyone is skin in the game,
Yep.
right? Everyone's sharing that same combo, right? So, what other culture things does BC have that you noticed when you came on board right away?
I use the analogy of at the bigger companies, it's like sometimes you're paddling on a cruise ship, right? And you can splash all you want. You're rowing,
Mhm.
and that cruise ship's just going to go. I don't know if you've ever been rafting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So being in Utah, Colorado River,
Yes.
Jackson Hole, not far away. So rafting it's super fun. You get 15 people on a big raft, and you're all paddling, and you're going through the rough times.
Oh yeah.
And just outside of Jackson, there's a part that's called the Big Kahuna, right? For real,
I like
it's a name of a rapid.
It's funny.
And
don't know why.
There's two big rapids that you go through, and when you get through those, there's this really calming part I think it's called Champagne. Just because you're sitting there, all the air bubbles kind of sparkle up. And I liken it to being on that raft. There's going to be bumpy waters, right? But everybody on that raft is trying to go the same direction. They're working together. If not, you're going to get flipped upside down. You're going to lose your sunglasses. You may cut your toe or whatever.
Do you know what that's like?
I do. So yes, I will no longer wear designer sunglasses when I'm fishing.
Fishing? This is rafting. Anyway.
That's another story.
Very
Yeah, but to answer your question, smaller company, and so everybody's wearing a little bit different hats, but they're nimble. They're able to move navigate quickly through things. And there's a commitment from the top down leadership of we're all trying to get somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of small town farm boy kind of a thing mentality where everybody just jumps in and gets done what needs to get done.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bureaucracy as far as making things happen.
Sure.
A lot of trust within the team, and that's probably a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
And so there was also we had some unfortunate health challenges with one of our pre-con guys who unfortunately had esophageal cancer.
Oh.
Been battling that for a while, and so coming into that midstream, you could see how tight knit everybody was around him and his family. His name is Matt Patilla, bless his heart, and his wife Megan, their beautiful family. It's a hard loss, right? And so I think when people go through challenges, it brings people closer together.
100%.
And every company deals with that. There's always something going on, and outside of our 9 to 5, so to speak. I know 9 to 5 is a cliche because we all work way more hours than that. But outside of that, getting that paycheck, we're families. We're people. We have lives, right? And I think part of what I love about what we do is getting to know the people and what their lives are outside of what we do on a daily basis. But understanding and keeping that perspective of this is a human being that has a family that she's trying to provide for, and just seeing how they all came together. So it was probably a unique circumstance coming into that. But even my wife, we had the opportunity to take the whole family up there this summer. They do a picnic barbecue in the summer just for fun, and I guess it's a tradition. They do a little kayaking. Apparently there's a lot of water in Michigan. I didn't know that.
Yes.
There is a lot.
And they do a little kayaking trip, and so we took our kids up, and so it was everybody and their families, and we got to know the employees, their kids, what they're doing. It wasn't a big event, but it was perfect.
Was this the one where you ran 100 miles?
No, that was
Because I saw that, and I'm like,
I'll explain that.
Why would you run that far?
Good question. I'll explain
Unless
that.
someone's chasing me, I'm not running 100 miles.
Even then, I'm like, fine. But that event was kind of an opportunity for my wife and family to get to know who do I work with on a daily basis. And even she was so complimentary of the team. She's like, man, just such good people. And she was like, I understand now. She goes, I know it wasn't easy for you to make the change. She goes, I think I understand now.
And that's such a testament to BC because not all companies take the time to do that. It's not just employee building, but it's the employee's family as well, and pulling them in. That really does have an impact on culture.
And it's hard as a company gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just physically almost impossible sometimes to keep that. And that's one of the only downsides of big growth like that is you lose that, and so you can't be that way forever. But I mean, you used to be how many employees? 2?
Yeah,
you and Vince.
You can yes, and to speak to that, it is hard because I was very much. I need to know every single person on this company in the field. I want to know everyone's name, who they are, where they used to work. I used to know our entire field. Now, any chance I get to go to the field, I love it. I do it. And one of the first things I do is I go up to our people and I say hi to them. I introduce myself. And a lot of them are like, they're scared. They're scared. I'm like, don't be scared. I'm 5'8", bro. I'm as short as you, man. It's cool because I want to get to know the people, right? And I want to make eye contact with them and say hello and tell them and thank them. Tell them I appreciate you showing up every day.
Yeah.
And we tried to do that, and we just had a leadership meeting for our field, and we do it every year for our PMs too, twice a year. And it's, dude, those are the guys that will make or break a project. You better, when you walk that job site, you better say hi to everybody. You better take them to lunch. You better invest in them because they're invested in you in a different way. But it's, again, we're all on the same raft, rowing down that river. And let's not paddle in the opposite direction or we'll flip.
You will.
100%.
Yeah. And I appreciate sharing that because every company deals with that, right? And I feel like, I'm not a CEO of a company, but I think when you have a team, that guy in the field putting that last fastener on the metal panel.
That's right.
If it's not done correctly, if he doesn't feel appreciated, doesn't feel like part of the team, his care level may go down.
Yes.
All of a sudden, that building leaks. What happens? Right? You got frost building up.
You don't care. Yeah.
So, but if they're bought in, if they feel like they're a part of the team, that care factor increases. The emotional intelligence of your leadership begins to trickle down to the team, and you see the quality and the care of your team. And I know a lot of your guys here, right, and your team, and I see that in them. I feel like there is a care factor there, and that's a testament to what you guys have tried to make sure happens. The fact that you're even holding leadership conferences with superintendents and PMs, that's a start, right? Some companies barely do that. So kudos to you. To answer your 100-mile question, it actually relates a little bit back to Maptilla. So our president, Chris Burns, for years, he unfortunately had a friend years ago pass away. And so he had a heart attack. And so he started doing a challenge in October where he would run 100 miles throughout the month of October to raise money. He'd get people to donate on his behalf, kind of thing, for every mile he ran, sort of a thing, to raise money for the American Heart Association. Well, with Matt's passing, he said, this year I'm going to do it for the Patil family. And I'm like, done, let's do it. And I hate running. I played soccer, I played basketball. I will play basketball for hours, right?
Okay.
But like just to sit and run or whatever with, unless somebody's chasing me, it's not my thing.
It's boring.
It is very boring.
I think it is, but people love it.
Put a good movie on in the gym and I can do it, right?
Right.
The podcast or something. So literally right then and there, I'm like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And it was October 1st. And I said, all right, I went back to the hotel, ran 3 miles that night. And then I made sure. And so the picture you saw, the post was, I had accomplished the 100 miles, right? And there was times, I think of the entire month, there were 6 days. With travel, it's hard sometimes. You're leaving at 4 a.m. to get to the airport. You're getting home at midnight, 1 a.m. And like, how am I going to get time to run? So the next day, you're like, oh, I got to run 5 miles today and 6 tomorrow to catch up. And I had a great wife who was very supportive, where there'd be nights at like 9 o'clock, get the kids to bed. I'm like, I got to go run.
Yeah.
She's like, go do it, right? And because normally that's our time to kind of catch up from a long day, and I had never ran that much ever in my life. So for me, it was kind of like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
That's really cool.
So I got to November. I'm like, okay, what's the challenge this month? 2,000 push-ups.
Oh.
So started doing push-ups, and you think about it like, man, that's a lot of push-ups. And you start doing the math and break it down. It's like, it's really not that bad. It's 60, 70 push-ups a day. And again, there's days you forget to do it. Next thing you know, like, I got to do 300 push-ups tomorrow. And so you're like, okay, every hour I'm going to do 30 push-ups and just see what happens. And I hit the end of November, and I'm like, okay, now it's December. So I need a challenge.
Were you stronger or what?
I was, because during that challenge, I usually go, work out at home in the gym, and then we got another gym I go to that's got more weight equipment. And doing the push-ups, I'm like, I'm just going to focus on that. And I still ran, just so you know, I also did close to 100 miles in November too. Because once you kind of get the hang of it, it's like, this is enjoyable.
Yeah.
No, it's not enjoyable. It feels good.
Feels good.
Let's just make sure that's clear.
Feels good. Okay.
So just last week, I went to the gym and lifted weights, and I was like,
good.
Oh, I'm actually stronger. So yes, doing 2,000 push-ups.
That's
So
good.
now I can actually lift the bar.
There you go.
Oh
Is that
my
40,
gosh.
45 pounds?
Yeah, maybe on a good day. Full moon.
Nice. Well, why don't you try to do 100 burpees this month?
Ugh, yuck.
Done.
100 burpees.
Will you do it with me?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's only like
I don't-
we're halfway through the month. Not
I
even.
don't commit to that.
That's
I'm
like
busy.
that's like less than 10 a day.
I've been
That's
5
5 a day, dude.
I've been working out. I put up 66 today. Boom, boom.
I mean, I can see you doing it in January, like if you started at the first of the month. But
I tell you what. Why don't we do a challenge in January?
Done.
You just tell me what it is that I have to make sure I agree to it.
and I'll let you know if I want to.
100 burpees in
participate.
January?
100?
No.
That's
gotta
3
be more
burpees
than
a day.
that.
That's like getting out of the car and walking to the front door.
3 burpees a day? Is that the math there? That sounds like
3.333 or
Yes,
3,
repeating.
4. I'll even go generous and say that's 4. You can do 4 burpees.
I don't think your math is mathing.
100 divided by 31.
3.22.
It's 3.2, not 3 a day.
His
I can do it half.
I rounded
math
up
is
to 4
mathing.
there.
His math is mathing.
I can do 10 burpees a day.
What if we say
So it would be if you did 1,000.
500 burpees No, I like it.
If you did 1,000, it would be 32.25 burpees a day.
Let's do a cold storage challenge
Ooh.
for everyone in the industry.
I love it.
Listen to this podcast right now for January. We're all going to get healthy in January, right?
That's
Everyone
a great
does
time.
that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do we up? What's the Cold Storage Nation doing here? What are we doing? What are we challenging people to?
I like the burpee challenge, right?
I like
It's
it
a
too
little
because
more
people
full
don't
body.
really love them. They
Yeah.
don't really love them.
Do
So, like,
hard
you have
things.
to
Do the hard thing
do
first.
the hard thing
What's
in
your-
2026.
Let's do 1,000.
What's your favorite charity?
I was just gonna say, let's step it up. Let's
Yes.
donate some
What's
money.
your favorite charity?
The Matthew K. Brower
Foundation.
I like that
Um,
one.
I will say this: I had a son who, when he was was diagnosed with a neuroblastoma tumor. He's totally healthy now.
Mhm.
Let's find a Pediatric Cancer Association and make a donation to that charity. I love it.
Got it.
Okay, so Cool Times podcast listeners, if you are going to participate in our Cold Storage Nation challenge in January 2026, 1,000 burpees in the month of January, raising money for pediatric cancer, please hit us up on our socials. Let us know that you're participating. Tag us in your photos,
Yes.
and we will see what happens in 2026.
Let's donate some money.
Let's
Yeah.
do
All
it.
right, I can promise you that we got your back on that. So
Yes, 100%.
All right. Item number 1: go Google how to do a burpee. I don't even know what I signed up for.
We'll put a how-to guide in the show links.
Let's have Vince do a demonstration on how to do a burpee.
I can do that.
No, I love it. Let's get have everybody post their commitment. I
Yes.
commit to this,
Post your commitment.
and who we're going to donate the money
Tag Cool Times podcast.
to.
And
Love it.
where?
We'll do it.
And then
How many burpees are we doing?
1,000
1,000?
in
Okay.
31
Gotcha.
days.
I'll sponsor $1,000 for every company that does this and does the burpees up to
Yes.
5 companies. So $5,000 I'll donate.
First
Yes.
5 companies to
First
complete.
5.
First 5 companies that hit
love
me
it.
up. First 5 companies that hit Jenna and us up on the Cool Times LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
They have to post a picture of them doing the burpee.
Yes.
And they can't
your
lie
commitment.
in your commitment. Say you're doing it. The first 5 companies, if we get 5 for every company, we'll do $1,000. We'll go
Donate
$5,000.
your name.
Love it.
Yes.
We're doing 5.
Love it.
We'll do it.
Yes. It's done.
And then we'll even post. We'll find the charity and we'll make sure we get it posted to the LinkedIn, and then people can also donate if they want, help support.
So fun.
I think we're all better together.
We are.
This episode is brought to you by Vapor Armor.
Vapor Armor is the leader in advanced vapor barrier technology for cold storage and controlled environments.
Protect your building envelope, prevent costly moisture damage, and extend the life of your facility, all backed by an industry-leading 15-year condensation-free warranty.
Vapor Armor, sealing your success.
This episode is brought to you by VersaFoam.
VersaFoam is your trusted solution for high-performance spray foam in cold storage construction.
Easy to apply, built to perform in the harshest environments, and energy efficient.
VersaFoam. Spray it, don't pay it.
Look at us.
Look
Doing
at
good.
it.
Look
Look
at
at
us.
That's a hell of a way to end 2025, y'all. I love
Sure
it.
is.
I love
Me
it.
too.
Well, can I make this donation early for the tax write-off?
With all the success you're going to have in 2026, I think you
Here we go.
be beneficial.
I think that's one of our favorite things to do
Yeah.
is give back, donate.
Mhm.
We just had a very close friend of ours on our USA hockey team get diagnosed with, is it leukemia?
Yeah, I believe so.
And awesome guy, like
Top
devastating,
notch.
right? Like devastating. He can't, like, he's been in the hospital for the last month. He can't work. He's got a wife and 2 kids. Like, it's crazy. So the hockey communities, it just
They're
one in its
amazing.
own. They're
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
They all came together. They all raised a ton of money for him
Mhm.
and for his treatment and his family. So
Yes.
it's just really cool when we all can come together as a community and help each other out when
That's
times are
very
tough, man.
Because we'll all go through them in life.
We all
you know,
will.
you will all experience hard times in life, and so to be able to show up for other people when they're going through hard times, or even just organizations that help people in hard times, like That's really what life should be about.
And I want to speak to that real quick, because it's that, but it's also, I read something the other day, and it always hits home, and I always see it. It's, you have no idea what that person is going through on that day, that week, that month. If that person is at SIBA, and he's behind his booth, and he's selling spray foam, and he's got a smile on his face, because he's providing for his family, he's working. We have no idea what family, personal, any type of internal battle male or female, that person's dealing with. You never know. So it's always just treat people with respect, because you never know what they're going through.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the human side of our industry. That's what I was
it.
talking about earlier, right? You know, I mentioned my son's situation. We've been on both sides of that giving, and you know, it's hard. As I think a lot of times people that have a lot of drive and are pushing for success, they don't like to admit that they need help sometimes.
Yes.
But there's always somebody that needs help,
That's right.
and I, you know, hopefully your friend in the community gets the treatment he needs. We could probably all think of 5 people right now that are dealing with something very similar.
That's right.
And that's why, you know, treat people with kindness, man, and that's
hard.
super simple.
Really not hard.
And it's amazing how much our society would improve if we just loved one another, just like you guys constantly shared love to other people. So
Yes, it's very cool. I mean, and it's the same with just even the sponsors for this show.
Yeah.
Like, they're so generous. They're like, we want to be a part of it, and they help us do this production. Right.
Yeah.
And it's so huge that we want to be involved. We want to
They
help.
stand with us.
And they stand with us, and
we're so grateful.
we did a really cool. You know, we were able to do some really cool stuff and attend a couple conferences and have the Cool Times banner there and have their sponsorship in the background and let them know they're supporting and give them some, not just social media and talk about it on this podcast visibility, but show them that, dude, this is like, listen, we appreciate your help. Here you go.
Yeah.
Now, dude, I've had people come up to me after that and say, we didn't get asked. Just help. I'm like, whoa, hey, man, hey. You know, like, you know, what's up? And so it's like, but I appreciate that. So those will be going out, you know, more follow-up emails at the end of the year for support and, you know, just, you know, love the industry.
Well, the old saying, right? The high tide raises all ships, right? So we all help each other get better.
Yep.
Whether that's sponsoring, whether that's supporting events, contributing to the industry through volunteer, through funding, whatever it may be. That's how we get better. And going back to why we want to be more of a player in the industry, it's just to help the industry get better. And takes people like you guys driving the initiative. And
they're going to do that with you because Matt, you're a stud. You're not only personable, you're one of the most honest humans I've ever met. Genuine. You care. You're genuine.
That's what I think about.
And you're passionate. And if I were to describe him in one word, it's just genuine.
Wow.
Straight up.
I think
now,
just got Dusty in here.
BC's lucky to have you.
I'm so lucky to be with them.
Now, as far as BC is concerned, what type of things does BC do for a client or a customer to separate themselves from everybody else?
Yeah, that's always a good question, right? And as in my role and as every one of us as employees, that's what we should always be thinking about. What separates us? Yeah. There are some phenomenal companies in our industry. That do a great job, that have a great reputation, great resume.
They also mention you're humble.
You know, in BC, we don't have that huge resume that a lot of those companies have, but what we do have is a desire to take care of our clients and do the right thing. You talk to anybody in our company, I hear that all the time, just do the right thing. Yeah. We talked about problem solving earlier. I've seen that when I was actually, you know, contemplating taking the role or not. There was something that happened, and I saw the president say, "What's the right thing here, guys?" And so I said, "This, like, go do that." I think a testament to our company is in our company history. We've never been in a courtroom.
Ooh, that's ever, beautiful.
Right?
Wow.
We take pride in how we treat our clients, and not just the clients, but their money.
Yeah.
This is their money. They're trying to create 100%. Livelihood for their families.
That's right.
They're trying to create a return for their investors. When we get paid, our company policy is within 48 hours, you guys will respect this, within 48 hours of getting paid by our owners, you guys are getting paid. We're not going to sit on your money for 30 days, 50 days, 60 days, tell you, no, we're paying you quickly.
Yeah.
That allows us to avoid any issues with subs putting claims on projects.
That's true.
And it also, when there's a tight deadline, we find that our partners are willing to go a little bit more the extra mile to get something done,
Yeah.
Bingo.
right?
That's right.
Yeah.
On bid day, when they're debating whether they should give us a better number or not, or the same number, whatever it may be, we feel it buys us a lot of favor. It's like we're a good company to work with, and as a traveling firm, the hardest part is going into a market that maybe you don't have a lot of work and competing against maybe a local guy that's got a lot of deep-rooted relationships. And so we have to do a good job of building a team that trusts us, that is willing to follow us and travel wherever we go. And that's how we maintain a competitive nature in different places is we have a good relationship with our subs. We pay them on time. And the fact that, again, the whole...
And you have a trusted network.
Yeah.
Right? So that you know that the product that you're going to be delivering to your client is going to be the product they want.
Yeah.
Because you can trust the people that you're working with.
Everything's about trust. A lot of companies do great things. And so going back to answer your question here a little bit further, Vince, is the people that do the projects are what make the company, right? You can put a logo on a side of a truck and the person driving the truck and showing up at the job site every day, that's who's doing the work. That's what makes the job a success and the people they hire. When we talked about culture earlier and the people, that's our differentiator. Nobody else has our team, right? That our team is our team. No other company has those people. We can have really cool slogans. We can have really cool taglines and social media web pages. And when you get a client who says, I'm going to take you to the next job, and the next job, and the next job, it's repeat business, and over 95% of our work is repeat.
That's incredible.
As we continue to grow, that may change, but at the same time, it's companies repeat work because you do a good job for them. So, I don't have like a silver bullet that nobody else in the industry knows about. We found a really cool way. We found a really cool way to pour concrete upside down that makes the building go faster. No, what we do it's not rocket science, but at the same time, it's complicated if it's not done right. And so having educated people, talented people, and people that just do the right thing is what's going to separate a project from a good project to a bad project or a great project. And I was with a client earlier today, and we asked that question point blank. Hey, we've never worked with you in the past. I'd like to earn your business. Tell us an example of a good contractor you worked with and what they did well. And what you talked about earlier. When there was a problem, they took care of it. They didn't wave their hands in the air. They said at the same time, we asked the question, give us an example of a bad project. They said they just wouldn't own up to any of their mistakes, kind of threw everybody under the bus.
I can name a couple.
I thought all your jobs were perfect. Didn't you?
No.
No.
All of them. We work really hard though to think them that way.
Well, tell our listeners, if they want to learn more about what BC Construction Group is doing, find out more information about y'all, where do they go to look for that?
Yeah, obviously I'm on LinkedIn. I've got a counterpart named Damon Zavach is on there as well. You can reach out to him, but our website, bccgp.com, which is BC Construction Group. And we've got a website there, but just reach out to me. I'll give you my cell phone, call me, shoot me an email. I'm glad you guys feel like I'm a genuine person. I truly will try to be open and honest with somebody, and if we can bring them value, I'll help them. If we can't, I'll be the first one to say we're not the right fit.
Right, exactly.
Go call Company X because they have the better service to take care of what you need at this time.
That's right.
Our website's
but
great.
It's that kind of that step that you're willing to take to say it's not a right fit.
Yeah.
Like some people still try to make the square peg fit in the round hole just because they're like I want this this business or this client or this. If it's not right, you're just gonna have more problems along the way. So if you can see it up front and you can be genuine about that, like that's huge.
If an owner called me tomorrow and said, Matt, I've got a 130-foot rack supported building in Dallas, Texas, I want you to go look at it, I'd be the first one to say, that is awesome. call these guys. Right? And it's not for a lack of desire to want to do that project, but we just have a strength that fits a certain size.
Yes.
We'll go do a 300,000 square foot greenfield ground up project, no problem at all. Right? We just don't have the resume and the experience at this point to do that. And, you know, come back in 5 years, let's do this again, and maybe we're having a totally different conversation.
Absolutely.
And I'm confident that we will be in that position. But you got a 30,000 square foot expansion in Salina, Kansas that you want us to look at. That's our bread and butter. You've got a project in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, that for some reason there's a beef rancher that wants to freeze a bunch of cattle, you know, a bunch of beef. That's where probably we're going to be the right fit. And that's kind of our MO is, let's go to the secondary and tertiary markets. We're designed to travel. There's so many good contractors in Dallas, in Atlanta, in Southern California, and they're going to be great, you know, but they don't want to travel to Albuquerque, New Mexico, or Riverton, Wyoming. So that's kind of where our MO is, go to solve a problem that somebody else isn't willing to solve.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it.
I do too. Matt, I want to ask you one last question before I
All
ever
right.
ask you my this or that questions. Okay, I always ask this question.
Okay.
I asked you why buy from BC Construction. Cool. Why buy from Matt Brower?
Oh, well, I'm always playing the long game, meaning I care more about the relationship and taking care of the person's needs than the money. Like, the money will come at some point, hopefully.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
I truly do care about the people I work with. I want to know, you know, where their kids are going to school and why the Texas Tech team didn't get a higher seed in the playoffs, right? Or why BYU got screwed out of the playoff. Anyway, no, I truly care about people. I'll tell you straight up, I'm honest with people. I'm not going to be.
You've always shot straight.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you
Hands
straight,
down, man. You
and
always
I'm not afraid of who I am. You know, I don't drink. People know that about me. That's why they buy me energy.
That's why you get energy drinks.
Energy drinks. I like people for who they are.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to be a part of that, then yeah, come buy from me. If you'd rather buy from the flashy this or that, or somebody else that you trust, that's great too. I'm not going to be upset if you know I'm not the right fit for somebody, because nobody is. Like, right? That's why most of us only get married one time. We find that right person, and some people get married
Stats like
multiple
50-50, by the way.
But
Not most people.
He's talking about the people in this room.
Wah, wah. But, yeah.
There you go.
No, wrong one. They both gotta work.
They both kind of work. Yeah.
But no, great question. It's just I will be as genuine as I possibly can be with people.
Well, let's get ready for the rapid round.
All right.
Do
There
it.
you go.
Okay, buddy.
Last one.
This or that, man. This is the
Okay.
last. Well, actually, I might harass you again. Remember last year we did this?
I think we did.
We did each other.
Yeah, we might have.
We might have. This is gonna be fun. But
Yeah,
no, I'm
it's prep
excited.
work.
That's right. All right, Maddie B. Pre-construction meeting at 7 a.m. or a client dinner at 7 p.m.
Client dinner at 7 p.m.
Yep.
No brainer.
Call, text, or email.
Call, text, or email.
So it's like
It's a call or text.
Okay.
Call or text
Call
or
or
email.
Call
Or text is
I'd
one
much
or
rather
email.
call or text,
Okay.
but sometimes email is what works best.
You only pick one, so you.
All right, call or
already
text is my
committed-
preference.
You committed to call text. All right. It's on tape. Teach a construction class or mentor one-on-one.
Ooh, that's actually a tough one because I taught as an adjunct instructor. I'm gonna go with mentor one-on-one because you get the more personal feel of helping somebody with what truly they need.
That's right. A beach vacation or a mountain cabin getaway.
Well, I live in a mountain cabin, so I'm gonna go with beach vacation.
That's right. Early bird or late night grinder.
What do you think?
You don't like early mornings?
I will get up early, but I am not afraid to stay up late. I get more done at night.
Are you a team call with the camera on or camera off?
Oh, camera on, man.
Okay.
How
all
can
right.
you have...
Man, I know. A lot of people just keep the cameras off.
All the time.
It's weird.
That's what's killing...
It's weird. Because I know they're not paying
Yes.
attention. They're not paying attention.
90% of communication is the non-verbal stuff.
Yes,
100%
it is.
camera on.
Yes.
I'll even... Police don't listen. If I'm driving, I'll have the phone holder and turn the camera on just so people can see. Even
That you're there.
I'm not distracted, but at
Right.
the same time, I feel like it changes it that much.
It
So
does.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
right.
sorry,
Blueprints on paper, or you like everything digital?
I hate paper.
Same.
All right.
Digital.
Cool. Project kickoff meeting or project closeout celebration?
I love to celebrate success, so
Mhm.
I'm going to say close
Closeout.
out celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what great questions Quinlan has offered here.
She did a great job.
That's
Our
great.
cool
Do you want
connector.
to introduce our cool connector, or save it to the next episode?
Oh, let's save it for them.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about Quinlan.
Since you talked about it already.
That's right. I didn't say anything.
I said nothing. You made that up.
If you could do a TED Talk on a completely random topic, what would it be?
Ooh.
Or not do a TED Talk at all?
No, it's such a
That's
deep.
a this or that.
It's a.
It's not. So these are from a few of my questions.
No.
Okay.
A TED Talk on a completely random question.
Mm-hmm.
Or topic.
Topic would be conspiracy theories.
Yes. Oh my God. We gotta have a part two. We need to
We're
have
gonna
a
have a
part
part
two.
two.
Man,
We're
we
gonna
need to
have a part two. Okay. This is a question. If you had an unlimited budget for a personal passion project, what would it be?
To create, build, and operate my own music studio.
Ooh. We definitely need a part two.
Yeah, we need a part two.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
You need to come back next year.
Yeah.
We have a podcast completely on conspiracy theories and
And
music
music projects.
All right, my guy. Last one
Fire away.
for 2025. Speaking of music, greatest sing-along song of all time. Your two options are going to be Garth Brooks, "Friends in Low Places," or Journey, "Don't Stop Believing."
A couple of weeks ago, I was at our headquarters office, and on Wednesday nights, there's a restaurant called Label that does karaoke. My 100% go-to song, "Blame It All on My Roots."
Oh yeah.
Showed up in boots, ruined her black tie affair.
Wrong one.
Last one to know.
Last one to show, I was the last one you thought you'd see there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
the karaoke styling
Uh,
of Vince
Yeah.
and Matt.
dude, that was sick.
That was so good.
We should be a boy band.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, in high school, junior high, I had the Eminem bleach tip hairdo.
Yes.
Getting on the basketball bus to go to a game, and there's a guy named Tommy Nelson. If you're listening, I probably not because you're in, I think, Germany, but I love you. And he's like, "Hey, Backstreet Brower," and from thence on, the rest of my high school, I was Backstreet. So
I was a huge Backstreet guy over
Brower.
NSYNC.
I could see that.
I was for the longest time, and then like when JT became like JT, I was like, dude, NSYNC's way better, man.
So took my wife for an anniversary. Went to Backstreet Boys at the Sphere.
Stop it. How was it?
Was it awesome?
Incredible. I knew like 3 of the songs, but the experience and
Yeah.
what it is. So I think you guys did the Eagles or something.
We
didn't
haven't been to this Sphere
Oh.
yet.
Where do you sit when you go there? The best spot to sit in the Sphere.
you? The 3rd or 4th level. Don't sit down low because you won't be able to see everything. I would say center of level 3 towards the front because then you can see the stage, but you still have full access
Yeah, I
to
would
everything.
do that for that concert, but those tickets are $5,000 a pop. And I'd rather donate my money to charity.
There.
You heard it.
That's right.
No, it was so good. We
Passing
talked
up the
about
boy band.
Unless it was JT.
yeah.
Yes. Disclaimer.
If,
fine print.
if Taylor Swift wants to break records,
Yes.
do a residency at the Sphere. I mean, she already did break records. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, right?
Anymore. She wants to
Yeah.
break anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can't
Amazing.
get on board with her music. I
Right.
don't know why.
Matt, thank you for
thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank
Absolute
you
pleasure.
to
Thank
our
you so much.
sponsors, to our listeners. We are just really grateful to have another really successful season here at the Cool Times Podcast.
And next year we're gonna have you Backstreet Browers back.
All right. Dun, dun,
All
dun.
right. Thank you guys. I appreciate all y'all. And then until next time, we'll be backstreeting.
I don't know what that means.
All right. See you guys.
Everybody.
Hey, I like it.
Oh gosh.
Woo. That was fun.